All right, it is Sunday, May 19th. It is time for the Sunday Monday vlog. So, welcome to this edition of the Sunday Monday vlog. I just came in real quick. Yes, I'm all bundled up. It is 36 degrees outside, so it is chilly. We have ice on the ranch. We had snow on the ranch yesterday. But I'm going to get down to the creek bed real quick because I've got a surprise of some things that are down in the creek. So, I'll be right back with you. All right, so this is some of my accomplishments that I got done this week. I went ahead and went and fenced from the electric box up there, one pole over to the left, and came all the way down right past this the fruit fence, the 3.5 foot fence, whatever it is, and then started that fence. But I also came over here and started digging out, and this is going to be the well house pad. And then I need to put a little rectangle thing here, so that way when I bring the ditcher in, I can do that, and then I'll just pour that little bit of concrete over top of that. And then I'll stack the cinder blocks as the walls, build a roof, and get all that done. So you can see I've got a lot of fence done with that Rhino adapter. Made it a lot simpler than the one that I was using from the tractor place. And we got good old Miracle over here, always wanting to look at the camera. But so I'm going to do another fence here on this side of the tree. And then the fruit and nut trees will go down the center, just like I did with my U's. This will just be a giant U that will go all the way over. And the thing is, I want to get the animals out of this area where I'm at and over in the area where Miracle is. So that way when I have contractors and stuff working, the animals aren't running across my concrete and messing with them and doing all that type of stuff. And eventually the 50 acres will be fenced. So I also want to set up picnic tables in this area for people to have their lunches and stuff like that and not be bothered with the animals except chickens or birds, whatever, come over. But you can see in this video, I got everything wire tied up to here. but I went ahead and today I finished it this afternoon and wire tied it all the way to the T-post driver down there. And of course now I'm out of T-posts, so I'll be getting them tomorrow. And then once I get down here, I'll show you. So I'll do one more T-post over here towards this rock where the roll is, and then I'm going to run it all the way up, go all the way around and up towards where my gates are, and then I'll have nut trees and fruit trees all the way through also. And then I'm coming down here with this thing of feed in that styrofoam cup I showed you, because the geese have had babies. So I want to try to get the babies on camera for you guys. And this is what I'll be talking about later, is how I lost some baby geese because I think of doing this. I think with the geese getting so excited, they stomped on the other babies and possibly killed them from me trying to film. So I've learned now I'm not going to film next time there's babies. I'll wait until they're out and about with the babies and not in the nest, just because I don't want this to happen again. And then you can see the farm. The farm is junking up. I brought all the junk over here. I brought all the tractor implements. You can see here's all the tractor implements and stuff I brought over. So that way, up by the trailer, looks a lot cleaner. A bigger open area for concrete trucks and stuff to turn around in. And I just want to get everything looking good from the parking lot out. And then later this summer, I'll go through the farm. I'll get the trash together. I'll get the scrap metal together and get the farm cleaned up. And then you can see that's where I stopped the fence. So I need to do the fencing coming down and then up, and then go up my fence line up over the couple hills, and at least have one property line done this year is my goal. So here's the babies. I'll show you a little bit in here, and enjoy. Alright, I hope everybody's been having a great week. I've had some good stuff happen. I've had some bad stuff happen. We got a whole bunch of stuff we're going to go over. So, to start off with, we're going to talk about the new life on the homestead. Max alerted me the other day. So, I was doing some fencing. I go over, check on what's going on. And turns out the geese had hatchlings. So, I got new goslings. There was a bunch, and I just went over to the nest right before I just came in to see if any more hatched. And the mother had there were 5 of the big geese, had 4 of the babies down in the creek bed in the water and everything else today. And they haven't gone back to the nest, so I went up to the nest to investigate. So I think I might have caused some bad stuff because I went and filmed. And I got the geese all worked up and they were jumping around and everything. So I have 4 survivors that they're with the 5 big geese right now. They're protecting. There's been crows and stuff flying over, but the 5 big geese keep them in the center of them. So I'm really proud of them for that. When I went up to the nest to investigate, there was 3 squished ones. So I don't know if they died naturally or if it's because when I went to film it, they got squished. So that kind of sucks because I could have had 7 there. And then there was 1 undeveloped in the egg. It was partially a goose, but not completely developed, and it had died. And then there was 4 eggs that, when I cracked them open, it was like yogurt filling. It just stunk. So those 4 eggs were no good. So altogether, that's 12 eggs. So potentially, I could have had up to 12 in that nest. And then, of course, could have had more goslings and ducklings, but the dogs eat all the eggs. So until I get a nesting thing built down on the water, where only the ducks and geese can access it from the water and the dogs can't get to the eggs, then next year I should have a lot more babies than this year. But at least I got 4. I'm excited about that. I'm a little bummed out that 3 of them got squished. So that's it on the babies. No new babies. Mickey and Max have been getting into it really bad. They ripped each other's faces up a little bit, had blood coming out their arms. For those of you that don't know, Anatolian Shepherds, they will fight to the death in a fight, and they were fighting over Minnie Mouse because Max wanted to hump Mama's, and that was not going to happen. I was not letting that, and every time he tried to come close, Mickey defended her, and I ended up breaking up several big fights. And while I'm thinking about that, before I get to this list, I've had a bunch of people ask how furry are Anatolian Shepherds. So I put these right here because last night I went ahead and I started brushing because they are starting to blow their coats. This is 30 minutes or so of brushing, and I barely made a dent in their coats. So 1 bag is from Mickey, 1 bag is from Max, and that just goes to show. So I didn't want to throw it outside yet because I wanted to film that so you guys could see it. So now I can take that outside, let the hair blow around, break down, let rabbits and stuff use it for nesting. Same thing with chickens or whatever else that want to use the hair. So that's how hairy Anatolians are. And you can see, here's Max here. You can see all this hair that's just wanting to come out. Let's see. Just big clumps of hair. So there's a whole bunch there that I need to finish brushing them out. But that takes us to the weather. The reason I haven't finished brushing my dogs out is because we've had 1 day of rain in the past 7 days, and we've had 3 days of snow. And right now, it wants to flurry. It was flurrying a little bit ago, but it's not flurrying right now. But let's see if this will pick up outside or not. Let's go all the way over here. So you can see that snow that's over there, that's on its way over here. All the mountains are gone. So we're gonna get more snow. I know it's the middle of May, but I said no good weather until June 1st because I want the snow. The reason I like the snow versus the rain, the snow melts slow and it soaks in. Rain washes stuff away and it doesn't penetrate unless it's like a drizzle. But I hate working in the rain. I hate working in drizzle. So I don't work on those days. Snow, if it's not too bad, if it's not too windy, I'll work out in the snow. And that's pretty much it on that. It helps keep me cool while I'm working. So what have I got accomplished this week? Well, I got a little bit of fencing done. You saw it in the video. I actually got it finished all the way to the end, wire tied. Now I need T-posts, which I'll be picking them up tomorrow. I'll be picking up more fence tomorrow. I'll be picking up my sign tomorrow. I'll be picking up posts for where I'm going to change out my gates to enlarge the parking lot. Pick up feed. Pick up all different stuff. So I got a lot of stuff to do. Still have trees here, still have trees over here because I don't have anything done yet. And on top of that, I was just out drilling holes for where the trees are going to go. I marked this time with paint. I measured so I don't have to drill holes twice. And I think I got like 7 holes done and the shaft snapped on the motor. So not on the tractor, on the implement. So I'm going to take that back down to the tractor place tomorrow, find out if there's any warranty or anything because I haven't used it that much. I mean, I've used it for like 3 weeks. So I don't know. If not, I'm going to have to buy another one and I forget how much it was. So we're going to find out there. Another big thing, I got that contract signed. On these nice days we've had in between the snow, the pollen and stuff has been blowing. and I get this dry cough during allergy season. I can breathe through my nose. It's this stupid dry cough. I've had that for years. But I signed my contract. It was supposed to be on the 20th. It got moved to the 23rd. They're going to come and do the drilling for the foundation. So that will get done the 23rd. As soon as they get the results back, they'll be able to draw up the engineering plans for the foundation for my housing plans. And then I need to find a company to do the concrete work, and then hire a concrete company. And as soon as I got them hired and they're ready to go, as soon as they know when they're going to be able to start, then I'll go ahead and file the building permit. And hopefully, I'm thinking like mid-July, I'm hoping to have the concrete going by mid-July at the latest. So then 30 days secure would take me mid-August to mid-September to get the roof done, and then mid-September to mid-October to get the glass wall done. And that will be a dried-in structure by mid-October. We normally get snow the 3rd to 4th week of October, and that will give me those couple weeks to get some stuff done on the inside. And then hopefully November 1st is my goal to get into the house. So we're going to find out. I'm not sure how it's going to work because everything keeps getting pushed out farther and farther. And then, of course, I've got to do the septic sometime this summer after the concrete's done, because I don't want to have the septic in the way of concrete trucks trying to move, construction trucks trying to get back and forth. So I figure I get the foundation done, the walls done, and then I can go ahead and put the septic system in. So that's pretty much all the accomplishments this week. Just a little bit of fencing, a little bit of drilling, and I got the contract signed for the foundation. That's $1,800 for the permit and for the drilling. So not too much, but we've had bad weather, so that's what it is. But this past 7 days has been amazing, which I forgot to grab it. I was looking for it. Let me go over here real quick to grab something, because I've had so many people being nice, helping out, and just being really kind. So you guys saw the video on Rhino. I really appreciate Rhino doing what they did for me. Now that I switched the chuck bit inside instead of adding that extra 10 inches, it's been amazing. You've seen how much fencing I've done since that. I went all the way from the electric box all the way down and all the way down towards the pond for the fruit and nut tree fencing. And that fencing is going to wrap all the way around because I need to be able to get the animals out of this area where my trailer is, where the house site is. So when I have these concrete trucks come in, when they come to drill next Thursday, the animals aren't in the way, including the emus. So I'm going to try to get my gates moved. I'm going to try to get all the fencing up by Thursday. And then later, I'll worry about doing the second row of fence for nut trees and fruit trees, and then get the rest of the trees planted, hopefully in about a week, week and a half. So they're just in here. They're getting watered. They're still in their pots. But I need to get that done because I need to be able to have construction people coming in and out and not have to worry about animals taking off or losing another emu, something like that. Along with the bad news on me breaking the auger bit, one of my blue peacock got into a container that had water in it and drowned itself. So I lost the peacock, so not happy about that, but it is what it is. Over the winter, I only lost 2 geese, and now I got 4 baby geese, so as long as the 4 make it, I gained 2 extra birds. So, you know, that's life on Homestead. But back to my thank yous and everything that's been going well. So like I said, Rhino, I appreciate them. It's been tremendous with that part. True Value in Penrose, where I bought my tractor at, they are just amazing people. So they have a couple vacant properties in Florence, Colorado, Penrose, and they say if I want to make signs up, I can advertise my petting zoo, advertise my animals for sale. And one of their open lots, they said I can even set up a couple pens and stuff and bring animals down and sell it on their property free of charge from them, just because they think what I'm doing is amazing. They want to support the journey. They want to support me and try to help grow this into a big thing. So I really appreciate that. They also said they have Customer Appreciation Day once a year. It was 2 weekends ago, so I wasn't ready for it. But they asked if I could bring animals down, stuff like that, set up a table with my information and give out, because they have a lot of people that go through their lot for the burgers and stuff like that that they do. So, I mean, they did not have to do that, and for them to offer all these different things to help me out, I mean, that's just awesome. The next thing was there's a pet store in Canyon City. I just bought a bunch of those goldfish you saw that I put in the pond. Last year I had a bunch of water dogs, and so it's like a green thing that has frills around its neck. It turns into a salamander. Anyhow, the pet store said if I had them this year, I normally see them mid-June. She said she's willing to buy them from me, like $2 a piece, or she'll trade them out for goldfish, since I want to buy more goldfish. So, I mean, that's awesome. Barter and trade right there. Saves me money. I don't have to spend money. And if I have a lot of water dogs, she'll buy dozens and dozens at a time, because fishermen use them out here. And that could be a source of income naturally from my pond. So that's kind of cool. My neighbors invited me for dinner again, so that was really awesome. Really nice of them to invite me for dinner. Got a good T-bone steak and potatoes and carrots, and it was delicious. So, you know, it's just these small things that people do for me that just mean a lot, and I really appreciate it. And then one of my subscribers, boom, boom, sent me a brand new trail cam. So, I've never used a trail cam before. Got the cameras and all that stuff. I've got to put the USB and batteries and all that stuff in there. So I've never used one of these before, so it will take a little bit getting used to. I don't have an SD card, so I have to go buy one of those. But this is, like I'm saying, just small little token things like this that now I can set this up outside by the animal shelters, get some nighttime video of what the animals do at night. I can move this down to the pond, do a little bit night gleaming off the pond to see the ducks and the geese at night, and just all different things that I can use this for the channel, and I could also use it to, you know, at my gates or something like that. But, you know, I really appreciate the gesture of a great gift like this, and the thought, the hard-earned money that goes into something like this, and I appreciate this. And then last but not least, my internet company, they've been having my home phone on my plan. I do not have home phone through my internet. I have a Google Voice number, the 719-357-7447. If anybody wants to text message me or leave a voice message, I can get that from that number, and I can text back with it. I can call back with it. There's just a delay in the line. But because I had this issue for a couple months now, they still haven't got it fixed. The guy said, hey, how about this? To make you happy, just take $10 off a month for next 3 months. So I said, that works for me. You know, I wasn't even expecting that. And he asked me how my weekend's going, and I said, good. I said, I'm going to work on some fencing. And he said, fencing for what? And I explained I'm building a homestead and everything. And he goes, you know what? Because you're trying to get back to the community and all that stuff, he goes, let's do $20 a month off for next 3 months. So I just got $20 off my internet bill for next 3 months, because this guy was really nice and liked that I was going to do a petting zoo and all that type of stuff here at the ranch. So it's just small things like that that mean a lot to me. And I don't really have any questions this week. I did have a couple different people, which I've had this multiple times, And I just got another one today that said they're envious of how I live and envious of what I have. And I want people to understand, don't be envious of somebody. Anybody can do whatever they want to do. Um, if, and only if you are willing to sacrifice, you are willing to do hard work, and you are willing to live without luxuries and comfort. So, if you go back hundreds of years to the original homesteaders, they came from overseas with barely anything. They found a plot of land and they built their homestead. Nowadays, we have luxuries. We have all different types of stuff. But, like I said in my last Sunday Monday vlog, or the one before, whichever one it was, I have struggled through the years. You know, I became homeless. I lived in a hobo tent. Now I'm back. When I was building my house, I lived like 2 years without electricity, 2 years without plumbing. And now I'm in this camper trailer. And I'm living here without running water, without being able to take showers, without having to drive 40 miles to a place to shower and everything like that. So a lot of people aren't willing to make those sacrifices. And if you think about it, you know, if you saved up your money, you know, put a couple $100 a month, or a couple $100 away each month or each week, whatever you can afford, go out and find land. There's land over where I sold my house. You can still get a 2.5 acre property for $5,000. So you could save up money, buy land, work for a couple years, sell everything you have, and go off grid where you don't have many bills. And don't do what I'm doing, but get a couple chickens just to feed you and build a small ecosystem that's not as extravagant as what I'm doing. Because like I said, I'm spending $1,200 a month in feed, and hopefully that be knocked down to $600 as soon as everything starts growing because of the cold weather. But that's what I would recommend. Don't be envious of me. Don't be envious of anybody. If you want it, go out and take it. You're not going to get anywhere in life unless you make the effort to do it yourself. So that's what I highly recommend you do. And I appreciate people wanting what I have. And I appreciate the great comments I get from people and the letters and the emails and the nice gifts and stuff like that, like this and the thing from Rhino and stuff like that. So I appreciate everybody's generosity. I appreciate you guys sharing the channel, sharing my videos. I've actually seen it on a couple of people's Facebook pages now that my videos getting around. So that's kind of cool that I'm growing and the subscribers keep growing, my views keep growing. I think the last 2 videos ago, I said I was at like 500,000 views. I'm at almost 525,000 now. So I've gained 25,000 views in a couple weeks. So it's just crazy how quick this channel grows. And it's all because of you guys. So I appreciate it. Hope everybody has a great week. And hopefully spring will be here soon here at the ranch. And we can get more stuff accomplished. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great week.